What's up, you guys? I'm up early this morning. It was pretty chaotic. Bebes woke up like 3 hours late and had to rush out the door to go to work. He was really tired yesterday, like totally not his fault at all. Like everyone slips up and doesn't wake up to their alarm every day. And what woke us both up was a phone call from his boss, like, "Where the fuck are you?" Um, and his boss just kind of laughed it off, so Beebs wasn't too worried about getting in trouble. Him and his boss are pretty good friends, so yeah. I went down with him to take the dogs out because obviously the chaos of him jumping out of bed and the phone call woke me up as well. So I took Andy and Ruby out with him just to make it quicker for him so he could get out the door as soon as possible. He came back upstairs with me and grabbed his breakfast. He usually eats, or drinks, I should say, oats overnight on the way to work. So he grabbed that. I gave him a hug and a kiss, and he rushed out the door to go to work. So he left at like 7:50, so like almost 8 o'clock. That's insane. He usually wakes up at 4, so 4 hours later he left for work. And I told him, like, there's no way I'm going back to sleep. So I let the dogs stay out for a while, but I ended up putting them away again because I wanted to sit in bed for a minute. I did that. I ended up doing a little bit of journaling while I watched one episode of Bailey Sarian's Murder Mystery and Makeup. I feel like I talk about watching her in every vlog. Her channel will be below. I watched the John List case that she covered. Interesting. That's crazy that you can be free for 18 years after murdering, I believe, 5 people. So yeah, I literally threw on Beeb's Matco Tools shirt that I wore last night, but I threw it on this morning to help him take the dogs out, and like some random sweatpants. But I did take the sweats off, surprisingly, because we did sleep with the window open. I don't know if that was intentional or not. Maybe just forgot to shut it. I don't know if Beebs just forgot. Usually he is the one that gets up and shuts the window if it's open and turns my little lights around the window on or off at night. But I guess last night he either wanted it open or he forgot. Anyway, this morning I'm now in the bathroom. I'm going to do something with this hair. It just looks chaotic and kind of bad. So I'm going to straighten it. I'm not going anywhere yet, but I just want to do something with this because it's bothering me. So I moved you guys up higher. I felt like the angle was bad. You guys saw, if you watched yesterday's vlog, I did some more cleaning. I ended up cleaning the laundry room, making both beds, fun stuff like that. So I was very, very productive yesterday morning. Today I do have a couple more things that I need to take care of. Most important being I need to stop at the workforce services building because I am legally kicked off my dad's insurance on my birthday in April when I turned 26. So I have like a little over a month to sort that out. I really don't want to be scrambling like the week before my birthday trying to get health insurance. So yeah, and plus, like, obviously with my heart medications, they're expensive and I need some help with that through insurance. Not only that, but it's literally a law to have health insurance, so I need to get that taken care of. So while I'm straightening my hair, I'll tell you a little bit more about that. My stepmom, my wonderful, beautiful stepmom, Nicole, tried to help me on her computer, just do it online. So Beebs and I went over a couple of weeks ago, and like I said, she tried to help me, but it didn't really work out. It totally like wasn't her fault. The website for some reason wasn't recognizing my or accepting my social security number, and I was like, I swear to God, I'm not going insane. Like, that is my social. That is what I enter on every single thing that I need to enter my social on. Like, I swear to God, I'm not going mental. And we tried and tried and tried. We even tried to find out, like, for sure what it was through the Social Security website. Couldn't figure it out. It wouldn't actually, like, pull the number up. So basically, after a while, we came to the conclusion that, like, I just need to go home and double check my social security card to make sure that is the number, the correct number. Like I said, I swear to God, I wasn't going, like, absolutely insane. Like, that's literally, I was, like, 99% positive it was the right number. And I was like, if I'm wrong, I will be shocked. Like, I will be genuinely shocked. I've had that number memorized since I was old enough to sign my social security card. So anyway, basically I came home and checked it. It was the right number. I texted my stepmom and I was like, totally not your fault. Like, it was the right number. I just have no idea what the website's problem was. So then, like, fast forward a few days later, I texted her again and I asked her, like, I tried calling a bunch of different numbers. They kept, like, giving me the runaround and giving me a different number to call every time I would get in contact with someone. And, like, eventually I just, like, gave up because, like, I'm not gonna, like, play phone tag. Like, I'm just not gonna do it. And I was like, what do you suggest I do? And she basically told me, like, just, you might have to go into, like, the actual, like, workforce services building. And I was like, okay, I'll do that. But I tried calling them yesterday afternoon to, like, speak to a person about what the process is. Of course, I couldn't get a hold of anybody. So this morning, Bebes looked it up, and luckily there is a workforce services building, like, right down the street from us. So that makes it convenient. Won't have to drive too far to get there. So that's really nice. So I'm gonna do that today. Also, really quick, I wanted to mention today is my first day on my new antidepressant. I believe I mentioned that in my doctor's appointment vlog. I waited a day to pick it up because Bebes got paid yesterday, so we went yesterday and picked it up. That's why I didn't start taking it until today, being that we didn't pick it up until like 5 something in the morning. In the evening, I meant to say. My brain is all over the place. Like I said, this morning was chaos. So wish me luck on the new antidepressant. Hopefully it works out well for me and it doesn't make me feel like garbage. I've been on a few antidepressants in my lifetime, a few different ones, and none of them really worked the best for me. They all kind of made me feel like absolute garbage. And I wasn't like, I'm asking for help with my depression. I'm not asking to feel like a zombie and like a totally different person. So I eventually got off all 3 of them, obviously, like, in time. Like, I was on each of them for probably like several months at the most. So wish me luck. Hopefully it doesn't fuck with me too bad, and I'm able to find a good medication finally for an antidepressant. And after that long rant, second task I have to do today is I'm gonna go to my doctor's office and turn this packet in that I need to turn in for my psychiatrist appointment on the 24th. My doctor's office, like I mentioned in the vlog, is like literally down the road for me as well, so that won't be an issue. I will give you guys a morning balcony view. You guys have probably seen this before. I don't know if I've mentioned it or not, but we live literally like right next to an old Pizza Hut building. It's now a Mexican restaurant. Yeah, this is what we're looking like this morning. So I definitely do have stuff to do, but I'm gonna wait until a little bit later. I'll probably wait until like 9:30-ish and then head out to go take care of that stuff. But as you can see, I've been doing some journaling this morning. I believe I've showed you guys this journal before. It's super cute leather bound corpse bride journal that Bebes got for like $15. Actually probably says it. Yeah, 15 bucks from Spirit Halloween. I always love the journals that have the like gold or silver coated pages. So I wrote a few paragraphs. I plan on writing throughout the day. That's usually what I do, so I don't have to write a bunch of shit at night when I'm already tired. So I've been doing that this morning. Also, you guys obviously know about the very vanilla pheromone oil that Haley sweetly gave to me. I loved it, so I've been trying to use it up. Bebes is a vanilla guy. He likes the strawberry one too, but he prefers vanilla. He just loves if I smell like vanilla. And obviously I want to smell how my man likes me to smell. I want to be smelling good for my man. Anyway, I love this, and I was running out. Like, as you can tell, there's not very much left at all. That being said, I can't get any out with the dropper. It's just difficult. I have to like tilt it like this and risk spilling it to get any out. So last night I transferred it. You guys saw this in yesterday's video when I showed you all my little bottles. I had an empty essential oil bottle. I had a bigger one that I would have been able to fit all of that in, but it still smelled like the essential oil. It hasn't been empty for very long, but luckily this one didn't. So I transferred what I could of the pheromone oil into here. I believe they do make little like dropper lids, like caps for this. So maybe I will order one of those. But you guys can see it still has the label of what oil it was on the top. So I'm using this little guy and just saving what I have left when this is gone to refill it. So I can use obviously all of the pheromone oil because like I said, I love it. I'm still using the dropper out of there for now to get this out, but yeah, that was a little idea I had last night. Also, yesterday when we went to pick up my new antidepressant that my doctor put me on, I also, while I was at my doctor's appointment, had him refill my anxiety med that I take like as needed. It's not like an everyday thing. I've been on anxiety meds that are everyday. Anyway, this one's not, but I'm on the hydroxyzine. Super cool. Love that. So I have that. I'm not going to put it in my pill container. I used to do that, but like I said, it's as needed. So I'm just going to probably throw this in my purse so I have it when I need it. I mentioned to you guys yesterday that Stitch little backpack that Bebes got me from Walmart. So cute. I told you it was on clearance. Here is proof. It was $8, which is a steal. Usually this would be pretty expensive. So that was awesome. Also yesterday after I ended the vlog, I moved my Bitty Pops that Bebes got me. I left the casing there, but I moved them over here to my shelf. Another random thing, yesterday while we were at CVS getting my meds, we found these Juicy Drop mystery gummy mystery cubes. So basically it's like a harder gummy on the outside, and then there's like a totally different texture of gummy, and they are like little animals on the inside. Pretty cool. So they have on the inside, it's either a hippo, a turtle, or a shark. The hippo is raspberry, the turtle is blueberry, and the shark is strawberry. So those are pretty cool. They actually are very, very good. I do like the Juicy Drop like suckers, lollipops that you squeeze like the sour juice onto. So I kind of expected to like those. So I am probably going to start getting ready to go do what I need to do. I'm going to go to my workforce services situation first because it's that way, and then on my way back I'm just gonna pass the apartment and go to my doctor's office to turn in the packet. So that's the plan. But first I do need a potty break. Ever since I had my daughter, I have no capability of holding my pee in. That's just something that happens when a baby sits on your bladder for 9 months. My mom used to talk about that all the time, like how she couldn't hold her pee in, and she would like jokingly blame it on us, and I didn't believe her, But now I understand. So the only unfortunate thing about going actually over to the building to apply is I have no idea where I'm going once I'm in the building to talk to the right people. I'll probably just go in a random area and ask somebody. But yeah, that's the only unfortunate part. Like I said, I did call yesterday and I couldn't get a hold of anybody. So hopefully I can be a grown-up and figure it out. So I'm gonna start getting ready. I kind of want to get it over with as soon as I can. So I'm gonna grab a bra. I don't know where I got this bra, but it's my literal favorite one that has underwire, but this one hasn't had an issue with me and my comfortability yet. I do believe this is a little bit of a push-up bra because it makes my boobs look very, very good. So I'm gonna wear that. I don't want my nipples out. Okay, bra is on. I put on this gold chain yesterday and I just never took it off, but I'm fine with that because it's really cute. Also, without showing you my bra, I put in a belly ring. This one is from Hot Topic. It used to be dangly and it had like a little Playboy bunny charm on it, but that broke. Okay, we're gonna find a decent shirt to wear in my clean closet. I'm so proud of it. So I pulled out two options. It's either this beautiful, like glittery, detailed shirt that was my mom's. I love this shirt. It's like half sleeves. Or this little tank top. It says, "If found, return to owner." My grandma got me this from Target, I believe, for my birthday last year, with my black cardigan. So I'm probably going to go with this because I want to be comfy when I get home from doing all this bullshit. So probably going to go with this. And like I said, I love the other one, but I don't think it's really appropriate for today. Okay, I threw on the tank top that I went with. Super cute. I love how this fits. I believe this is like the same fit as a halter top. I could be wrong. You guys have obviously seen my black cardigan before. I wear it like literally all the time. My hangers always get jumbled. I got this for a job interview. Everything in this apartment is covered in Indy's hair, so don't clock me. But it is very, very clean. I promise. I did wash it. We do have like lint rollers, so I will go in with one of those before I leave, so I don't look like an absolute dumb bitch. While I'm putting this on, I want to get a curling iron. I know this is random. My sister has like a crimper that makes your hair like wavy. She got it off of TikTok shop for pretty cheap. And it has like a timer, so it'll beep after a few seconds for you to like obviously move down on your hair. I really love it. She's done my hair with it a few times. So I want to get one of those. It's between that or a Marcel iron. I had a Marcel iron when I was in beauty school, but I have absolutely no idea what happened to it. It just somehow didn't come with me back to Utah. Either that or it didn't come with me back here from my dad's house. But I looked on Ulta and they're only like 65, 70 bucks, which is not bad. I expected them to be on the more pricey side. Obviously $70 is still pricey for a hair tool, but I love the Marcel iron, and obviously in beauty school we were taught like the proper way to hold it and use it. Okay, now I have to pick pants. Probably just gonna go with my jeans. These have been on my brain for today. So I'm just gonna wear these. All right, I threw on the jeans. These are probably my favorite jeans that I own. You guys have seen them, I believe, in the doctor's appointment vlog, but super cute, simple outfit. Like I said, I do want to get this done as early as possible, so we're just gonna go get it taken care of. Obviously, I'm going with my usual perfume, which is the Thousand Wishes. Don't clock me for my hair. I just wanted it to look somewhat presentable. I wasn't going for like a pin straight look, so Don't come at me and be like, oh, your hair looks like shit. No, at least it's better than what it was when I woke up. So we're gonna spray. These smell good. I do a ridiculous amount of perfume. I am gonna take an anxiety pill because I know that this whole Medicaid process is gonna stress me out a little bit. So I'm gonna grab one of these, brand new bottle. So I'm gonna take one of these beforehand just to be prepared. Don't clock me for this, but I'm still drinking a fountain drink I got last night. In my defense, it is caffeine free. I've been on a Diet Coke kick recently. I literally never drink Diet Coke, but lately I've been obsessed with it, so I get obviously the caffeine free one. This probably shouldn't be my first beverage of the day, but it is. What are you gonna do? I might pull my hair like half up and use one of my bows. I think today I'm gonna go with the pink one. And I've mentioned before that my sister just got these clip-in bows off of Amazon. I'm literally not in a rush. Like, I don't have to go right now, but I'm just choosing to go somewhat early. I use my creaseless hair ties. You guys saw in my bedroom and closet clean out. I can't speak English, holy shit. Closet clean out that I kept picking these up and I was very irritated. But I do love them. If I had a black one, I would use black to match my hair, but unfortunately this pack of them that I received doesn't have a black one. So I threw my hair up real quick. I don't bother like brushing this back because of my extensions. It's kind of difficult as it is. And I find the messier look kind of cute. So I'm going to throw my bow in and then I'm going to get my straightener back out and like curl these pieces in that I pull out towards my face. So finished hair, I just do this number to see if it's straight. When Bebes is home, he'll help me, but I think I did it pretty good today. You literally can't see my hair because of my cardigan, but cute. Last step before we leave is putting on some socks. So it's based doing these little side pieces. So I just finished doing that. I've decided I'm gonna wear my American flag ropers that I mentioned in my vlog the other day. So I'm probably gonna wear like some of my fuzzy socks with the cute cuff on top so they show like above the boots. I've never actually worn my ropers that way, like with my socks, longer socks showing. So I don't know how that's gonna look, but hopefully it looks cute. I'm gonna go with these black and white fuzzy socks that have the grippies, and obviously they have the white cuff. These are thicker, which is good because my ropers do kind of hurt my feet. I've only worn them like 4 times in the couple years that I've had them, which is insane. They're so cute, but I'm gonna see how this looks. So these are the ropers in question. I believe they're Red Wing boots or Justin boots. I think they're Justin. I usually get the square toe in my boots, and I usually get Justin boots, but these are ropers. I saw these at, I believe, Cal Ranch, and I wanted them, but they are the more pointed toe. They still have like a little bit of a square toe, but I love these. So those socks ended up being way too thick for the ropers. My foot literally wouldn't fit in the boot. So I think I'm just gonna go with normal socks, or I might try these fuzzy socks that my sister got me from Target. So I'm gonna test that out, and if the stripes show, I'm probably just gonna go with regular socks. Okay, ropers are on. You can see my socks like from my view, but you can't see them like if another person were to look at my feet. So I did go with the fuzzy socks. They worked out pretty good, super comfortable. So I'm gonna head out. So I did pull the jeans down a little bit. When I sit down, they tend to ride up, just so you can't see my skin. Okay, last step. I'm gonna grab my purse. I obviously have my anxiety pill in my system. I'm gonna wear my glasses today. So I'm gonna grab my purse, grab everything I need, and we're gonna head out. I actually don't know, I just thought about this, if I'm gonna need anything other than my license. I'm gonna take my social security card, my license, and my birth certificate just to be safe. I keep my social security card put away in the closet, so I'm gonna get that out, and then my birth certificate hopefully should be in here somewhere. Social security card acquired. Okay, certificate of birth acquired. I threw my social in my purse, and then just so I don't lose it. Then I'm gonna take my journal just to write down anything that I might need to write down. Obviously my journal is always put away, so nobody will be able to get to it. So have everything I need. We're gonna head out the door. Okay, we're on our way. These boots make so much noise because of the heel, so I was like trying not to stomp around and make the people below us miserable. I know our upstairs neighbors do it to us and I hate it, so I don't want to do it to the first floor residents either. This is so chaotic. Like, I seem like I'm in a rush, but I promise I'm not whatsoever. Okay, we're headed to the car. All right. Throw my bag in. Let's go. So, I just realized that I have to end this vlog now. I was planning on filming until after, but I actually don't really know where this building is. I've been there once with Bebes to get a copy of his birth certificate, but I don't know where it is, like, by memory. So I'm gonna have to end this and obviously pull up my navigation. But that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this little morning vlog. For once, I am not cleaning all morning. But yeah, I'm gonna head over there and do what I need to do. I just realized I forgot the behavioral health packet, so I have to run back up. Anyway, I guess I will film until I have that. I've mentioned before that my memory is shit, so I really did mean it. Always taking the stairs. Obby. I hate when I do this because then I have to like run up and down. I so wish we lived on the first floor. But when we toured this place, actually all of the first floor were like wheelchair accessible. Before we toured the unit we're in, the first unit we looked at was wheelchair accessible, and the one we're in was the only like normal one available. Okay, I just have to grab it off of the fridge. I don't pay attention to the dogs, otherwise they will bark. Packet acquired. Got my house key from Lowe's, by the way. Super cute. Glows in the dark. Okay, now we're gonna head out. My cute little car. All right, let's get out of here. All right, like I said, I am gonna end this vlog here because I do need my navigation, but hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I will try to start filming like other videos in between my vlogs. I just have literally no inspiration other than vlogging, so yeah, we're gonna get what we need to do done today, and then I'm obviously gonna communicate with my dad and Nicole. They've been wanting me to get this done. They've been with me like through my whole heart attack. I lived with them when it happened, so they know my situation. Obviously, that being said, it's important to them that I get health insurance. They know how expensive, sorry, there was a hair in my mouth. They know how expensive my medications are in general, so yeah, we're gonna go, but I love you guys. Like I always say, don't forget to always express what you're thankful for. Drink your water, take your meds, and if your posture's bad, fix it. And until next time, I will see you guys soon. Bye. Mwah.